Hey everybody, I said that I was going to start posting videos of my animals at some point to have kind of a nice variety of the movie kind of stuff and the music and all that sort of thing. So the first one I'm going to do is with my snake. His name is Midnight, and he's a boa constrictor. He's pretty big. He's actually on my lap right now. I'll lift him up in just a second. And we've had him for about 4 years. His name is Midnight, and I suppose without further ado, here he is. Hang on a second. He's kind of wrapped around. Come here. Come here. Okay, come here. Okay, there we go. So, this is Midnight, and for anyone who was really freaked out by that, like when I walked through the house with him, because he lives out in the garage and the animal room, when I walked in the house, Mom started screaming. Even though he's been here for, I think, about 4 years, she's still not used to him, I guess. But anyways, this is him. Go in front of the camera. There we go. Can we get a face? There we go. This is him. He's an Argentine boa. He is a male. You can tell, I don't know if you'll be able to see this or not, but come here, give me your tail. You can, if you look right, he's leaving now. He's not much for the show business thing. If you look, come here, tail. If you look right here, I don't know if you guys can see, there's a little spike there and a little spike on the other side too. Those are called anal spurs. I know, really exciting. And only the male snakes have, well, only the male big snakes like boas and pythons and things like that, only they have those, so that's how you know he's a boy. Like I said, we've had him about 4 years, and I'd say he's probably around 7 years old, something like that, 7, 8 years old. This is about as big as they get. They might get a little bit bigger. I've seen females that are bigger than he is, but females generally get a little bit bigger. Like I said, his name is Midnight. He lives out in the animal room. We built an animal room out in the garage with all the turtles and a couple of lizards and things like that. And he lives out in a giant aquarium type of deal that was custom made for him. It's 6 feet long, and ouch, it's huge. As you can see, he's kind of a active little guy. Every year he goes to the fair. Put your head in the thing. Stop it. Put your face. It's like, no. Put your face in the thing. Wait a sec. Wait a sec. Can we see your face? See your face? See your face? There we go. Sorry again if that's freaking anybody out, but he can't get you through the video screen. Maybe in your nightmares. Anyways, so he does the county fair every year. We set up a table. I work at a pet store. We set up a table, like a display kind of table, and we have him out on it for people to touch and pet. And a lot of people, it's the first time they've ever seen or touched a snake. And they feel kind of like wax paper, only you don't get the residue on your hands. Oh, he doesn't like his face touched. Stop it. And he's done that, I think, now 3 years that I've had him. And he's very, very friendly. I've only ever been bitten once, and it was kind of my fault. Generally speaking, with friendly domesticated snakes, it is usually only ever your fault if you get bit. That depends on the species of snake. But like I say, anyways, he's very friendly, and I've only ever been bit once. Now you want to go to the camera. So it's kind of interesting when we do the fair display. One of the main questions I get is he poisonous? Which really, I mean, it's for children, and it's a giant snake out on a table for children to pet, and it seems like it would be common sense that, chances are if, little 2, 3, 4-year-olds can come up and touch it, it's probably not poisonous. That said, though, he is not poisonous, and I would not be holding him if he was. I don't have any poisonous animals of any kind. But he is very strong. He's basically just one gigantic muscle. I mean, you can see he's real big around. He's probably about, I don't know, if you guys can see this, about that big around, or so, about as big around as a football almost, maybe a little bit less. And the other question we usually get is, what sex is he? Is he a boy or girl, which I talked about. And also, what does he eat? And he eats large rats. I mean, and not like, mice or anything like that, but I mean like big rats, like the kind of rats that live in the sewers in New York, I suppose. Real big ones, like that. That doesn't even work. But really big ones. And ones without the tail that are maybe, I don't know, 8 or 9 inches long. So they're pretty big. He's eaten guinea pigs a couple of times, but I don't like to do that. And it's only ever if they're sick or something like that, like, because I work at the pet store, like I said. And sometimes we, one will get something wrong with it, or it'll, whatever. It's only happened maybe twice, 2 or 3 times in the whole span of time that I've had him, and I really do not like feeding guinea pigs, mainly because most people really think of those more as pets than even so much as rats and so forth. But I don't like doing that mainly because guinea pigs really scream when he attacks them, and I don't mean to be graphic or disgusting or anything like that to people, but they really do, and it's just I don't enjoy that. I do feed live rodents. Some people don't feed live rodents. Some people feed frozen rodents, which to me is really disgusting. I can't stand it. I think I think it's nasty, and he eats live without any problem. Yeah. Let's see. What else do we want to know about you? What else do people ask? He sheds about once every other month. About once every other month. Sometimes once a month if he's eaten a lot that particular month, or what have you. Like I say, he's just part of the collection. He's the only snake I have, the only snake I've ever really been interested in. He is fairly closely related to red-tailed boas, which are much more common. But as you can see, for anyone who knows what that is, he's a little bit different, and they're a little bit less common, and he's, again, the only snake I really ever had much interest in. I'm not afraid of them, which is maybe obvious by this point. If the fact that I'm not afraid of them isn't obvious to you by this point in the video, yeah. Anyways, so I guess some fun facts would be fun, hence the name. Snakes don't have ears. They don't. You can see, if I can get his head in the video, there's no ears there. None. No ears. No ears. And also, snakes don't have teeth. Snakes have fangs. Snakes don't have teeth. And like I said, I was bitten once by him. And if you want to know what the inside of their mouth is like, it's basically, you take rows and rows and rows of curved, like, glass needles. That's basically what it looks like, because they're transparent, at least on him they are. And that's what they look like. And when I got bit, it was on my finger. I think it was this finger. And there were, I counted, there were 32 holes kind of in a circle from the way he bit me. And just little needle points, like you'd kind of had to run in with a cactus or something like that. And it was not particularly painful. It bleeds a lot, but that's about it. Another fun fact about these kind of snakes anyways is like I said, he's an Argentine boa. And the two real main kinds of big snakes, those albino ones you see in pet stores, the Burmese pythons and all that kind of thing, the two real big kinds of snakes that are more common than any of the other ones are going to be boas and pythons. And the biggest difference, there are a lot of differences, subtle ones, but the biggest difference is that boas, like Midnight, give live birth, whereas pythons lay eggs. That's the big difference. That's, generally speaking, that would be the most defining characteristic of them. There's a bunch of physical ones too, but they're real subtle, and I don't know what they are off the top of my head. There are no venomous snakes, or maybe even any snakes at all, in the state of Maine. That's something I read a long time ago. If you hear him hissing, I don't know if you guys can hear that. You can hear the air coming out of him. He's not hissing. He's not mad. He just has a respiratory condition. And before anyone sends me messages saying, "Oh my God, if you loved your pet, you'd take him to the vet and get him taken care of," let me say this: for him and the cage 4 years ago when we bought him, it was about $400, and he had this, whatever you want to call it, respiratory infection when I bought him. I knew that going into it, and he's grown considerably since then. But anyways, he had that when I got him, and we spent about $400 on him and the cage together. And we turned around and spent around $1,200 at the vet with antibiotics and all kinds of stuff trying to get it cleared up. And after about that point, it was just well, this just can't keep going on. So, and that was about 2.5 years ago. And he's still kicking and doing fine. I would like to take him back at some point, maybe get some more thorough work done. But, $1,200 is a lot of money. I mean, it's not, it's on, and on vet bills, anyone who's ever been to the vet knows that disappears like that. So, but anyways, so yeah, that's, I think that's just about all there is to him. He weighs about 18 pounds. I don't know, I should say that too. He weighs about 18 pounds. He's really heavy and really strong, so. But anyways, yeah, that's Midnight the Snake. Watch for more animal videos. Say goodbye. Goodbye. Watch for more animal videos. There'll be turtles and frogs and lizards and stuff like that. And we'll go from there. So thanks for watching, and I will talk to you guys later. Please leave any feedback or any comments you like, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.